The first ever real estate and business expo is coming up July 19th, being hosted by Bo Eckstein. I've got to ask, Bo, what the heck is a real estate and business expo? Why are we doing it? Why is it important for people to check it out? What's going on?
I think it's important to take the two ecosystems that I've always been involved with, which is real estate and business ownership. Right? Why not have an event? Because most of the people that are interested in this are in general aspiring entrepreneurs. They want to own business. They want to create financial freedom. And so, what better way to pair the two biggest wealth building tools out there, which is real estate and owning an operating business, and pair them together into a one-day format. So this is the first expo. So we are doing it for free. Granted, you can buy the videos if you want to watch the recordings, if you can't stay for the entire day. And I don't think we'll do it for free again. This is just because it's the first one, because a lot of work goes in it, and we're getting a space we got camera people, but this is going to be an exciting event. Really exciting.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I love about this concept and why I got up behind it early is you've always talked about the triangle. You're the only guy talking about. You actually wrote a book with Tom Wheelwright about it. This is really the launch of that book, in my opinion. This mindset, right, where business, real estate, and tax strategies come together. And I know this first event. I'm glad it's free. Right, free really makes it something that we can get lots of people behind. And then we can improve going forward for the next one, which I think is awesome. But why don't you talk about some of the people or companies that will be there? Because I don't think people really realize, the value they're going to get and the things that they could see.
Sure. So how one or two laundromats can replace your W-2 with my friend Jordan Berry, Laundromat Resource. He's a laundromat guy. And so a lot of us out there want to own these types of boring businesses. He's a great guy to bring on to the set. And then we're going to have a presentation from a vending partner of mine who's going to talk on AI smart coolers, the evolution of vending, right? So we're going to dive onto that. And then we're going to have a conversation with a couple bankers on how to get SBA financing to buy your first business. What are the actual steps? Deep dive on that. And then we have another one of my friends who just confirmed. He'll be presenting on co-living. Fewer doors, more cash flow. And this gentleman, I don't know. When I first met him, and he was probably in his late 20s. Let's just say he probably has, I knew at one time he had about 160 beds. This guy absolutely crushes it in the co-living space. So if you're interested in that niche, I don't know if I am, because it seems overwhelming, but he actually did it now where he has management in place, and he only spends a couple hours in the business. So you can evolve these businesses, because to me, I was overwhelmed. How do you manage this many people? So this guy he's the epitome of like somebody you would say, like, watching him grow up. I said, this guy's going to be a whale. I mean, he owns like 6 or 7 martial arts schools, all before he was 30. I forgot how old he is now. I've known him he's probably in his 30s now, but he's a wealth of information. Of course, State of the Union with Michael Zuber, market insights, economic trends, and the top investing opportunities ahead, something like that. You're going to deliver on, and I know you'll prepare for that. We're going to have some tools like a cost segregation gentleman coming in to talk like how do you cost it? What is cost segregation? Who can really take advantage of it? What is the STR loophole? What if I'm a real estate professional? That's really important, because remember, it's all about the full triangle method here. And then we have another topic: how to leverage offshore talent to scale your business, right? How are people utilizing? There's big articles about how people are utilizing people in the Philippines to help them with their video editing, all that kind of stuff. We have another topic from my friend Eric, who's a branding expert. He's going to talk about personal branding, how to build your brand. I want to throw that in because as a business owner or aspiring entrepreneur, you need to build your brand. And then we're going to deep dive on the triangle method, the operating business, real estate, tax strategy, and then dive into a little bit on the SBA wealth building playbook. This is how you can utilize good financing to first buy a business, second buy a building, and business hack that, where you're going to lease out a portion of the space. And we're going to deep dive on those types of strategies. And then, of course, an investor loan marketplace update. DSCR loans, what's going on in that space, what's going on in the fix and flip space, what's going on in multifamily lending. And that's just the start. There's going to be a couple other topics, but I just wanted to kind of wet your whistle on the event.
Yeah, I think this is a lot of fun. I was actually just speaking with Ken McElroy the other day, and he's putting on his big event at the end of July. And one thing he let me know is even he, right, the 10,000 units, probably close to, if not a billionaire, always goes to the events to learn things. And he let me know that last year at his event, he learned about billboards. Right. One of the things that I didn't know about billboards, he didn't know about billboards, is you could do a cost segregation on billboards, right? You can do because it's a tool, right? It's an investment, right? The billboard itself. So again, there's the fact that this is free, you can tune in, you can register, you can get all of this. You never know when that one light bulb will go off. And again, my audience is full of W-2 employees. Trust me, folks, we will go through another business cycle. Right. There will be recessions in the future. AI is going to be disruptive. The AI is going to disrupt white collar jobs probably like never before. And some of you out there, you have some time, right? You've got years ahead of you before maybe it impacts you in a negative way. But you might want to start thinking about a plan B, right? You might want to think about, maybe you're a Google employee. By the way, even Google or Alphabet is now reducing the people in search. Right? Search is the golden goose, right? Can you imagine layoffs in that area? They're not called layoffs, they're called buyouts, but same deal. So I think it's time for people to have plan Bs. Think about, understand, ask questions. You're going to bring on experienced people. You're going to bring on options, franchises, all of that. The next generation of vending, and it's free. All you're going to have to do is commit some time. July 19th. I don't know why people wouldn't sign up for this. Bo, where should people go right now to sign up to make sure they're a part of this?
So just go to onerentalmeeting.com. You're going to go to the landing page where you can also schedule a call with me if you want to do a discovery call on finding a business like vending or SBA financing. But on that same page, on the left side, you'll see a red button. It says Real Estate and Business Expo. Simply click on that and then register through Eventbrite. And you don't want to miss this event. Like, I think if you participate in this event, the one thing I can tell you is you're going to get a lot of actionable takeaways. And it's probably, like, honestly, doing stuff for free is probably not the smartest thing, because people are like, oh, it's free. I want to do it free this time because, look, I want to help 1 million people over the next 10 years, whether they just hear me on a stage or they read a book or heard me on your podcast. I want to help 1 million people go from aspiring entrepreneur to owning a successful business owner. And everybody, it's a fact that everybody should own some sort of business, even if it's a side hustle. Just start studying it. Go online. You can see all the advantages. So that's what I'm really passionate about. And I want to bring you guys a lot of value. And I know if you come to the event, you're going to get a lot of value. So just go to onerentalmeeting.com.
Yep, folks, it's free. You can do it from your laptop, onerentalmeeting.com. Go there now. Also, in the comments below, let us know what questions you might have. If you tell us what you're looking for, we can probably prepare for it and get it to you. Worst case, we can make sure it's at the next one. Again, onerentalmeeting.com. Click the red button. Register today. Bo, closing thoughts?
Just do it, guys. Take action. Take massive action every day. And this is, July 19th. It's a Saturday from 9 a.m. Pacific to actually 9 to 3. The hours might change slightly, but it's going to start at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And we're finalizing the agenda. Right now, the agenda is super hot, but it's even going to get hotter. We will deliver more fire than expected. So I'm going to bring the heat. I know everybody that the friends of mine like Jordan Berry on Laundromats, a special guest on Co-Living, Sam. These guys crush it. These guys are doing what most of us all aspire to do, along with Michael Zuber, obviously, being able to retire at the age of 45, right? Be friends with people that are successful, and you'll become more successful, because if you're around success and you just listen to what they're saying and you do the things and stay consistent, you'll ultimately be successful. But as Zuber always says, you have to do the work and you have to stay consistent. The daily habits are what's going to win it for all of us, and that's what I was doing. Today I was on the treadmill. I got like 4 miles in. I said, oh no, Zuber's doing probably 8 miles today. I got to do 8 miles. So I got to go back. I don't know if I'll do 8 miles today, but 3 miles was still good, right? Like just move
Yeah.
your body.
Move your body.
Start 1 mile. A couple weeks later, get to 2, get to 3, get to 5, get to 10.
Yep.
You might not be able to do 8 miles in one day, but I'm sure if Zuber can do it, we all can do it. But he's got the consistency, right? Stay consistent. Yeah.
Yep. It's amazing what a little discipline will do in your life, folks. You can really change the future. Just make small incremental discipline. Today's action is go to onerealmeeting.com, click the red button, be there. You have no excuses. It's on a Saturday. It's free. And you're going to have the ability to interact and ask questions and learn some stuff that will change your life. Thanks, buddy. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.